Hey, what's going on? I'm Quis. This is the Knicks Report, joined as always by my co-host JD. Man, JD, how's everything with you?
Everything's good, man. Fans are back.
Fans are back and they will be in attendance. To me, this will be a big game, not only because we're going up against the Warriors, but because yours truly will be one of the 2,000 in attendance. And not only me, but Inf, the co-host of the Knicks State of Mind podcast, which is live weekends at 8, he's going to be joining me as well. So JD, do you think this will be a big game? I know you know why I think it'll be a big game. I just want to know, do you share some of my sentiments?
Well, first of all, thank you for rubbing it in. I did try to get tickets, and in 30 minutes, it was unbelievable. It was just sold out. So I guess, you were lucky. You were calling right before they allowed the phone calls to come in. So,
Nah, they saw
you
one
know,
of my film session videos. They wanted me to pull up and be a little scout.
you're lucky, man. You're lucky. Tonight's a big game for both teams. Starting off with the Warriors, it's a big game because the Warriors they've had 2 days off and they're playing their third game of a four game road trip, and this is the first of a back to back. The Golden State Warriors they play the Indiana Pacers tomorrow on national television, and so they are on a 2 game losing streak. They lost at Orlando and at Charlotte, and so I know they want to get back on track. And what a better way to get back on track than at Madison Square Garden? Fans are back. You'll be in attendance. Steph Curry looks like he's going to play. And so I hope you have some tissue because Curry has played well at the Garden. And so, let's hope he doesn't break our hearts. For the Knicks, it's a big game because the fans are in attendance. This is the first opportunity for fans to see their team, a team that has overachieved this year with a new coach. They've been playing hard, and it's a big night in the city. Tonight the All Star reserves will be announced. So, we here in New York are hoping that Julius Randle is awarded an All Star bid, and he is well deserved. He deserves to be on the All Star team. So it would mean a lot to the city, to Knick fans, and the first game with fans in attendance for Julius Randle to be awarded an All Star. And the team needs to build off a win. It wasn't the greatest of win in terms of how it transpired. It was an ugly win, but a win is a win. And they are in the middle of a homestand. So the Knicks, want to finish this stretch strong. And so it's a big game for both teams. Both teams need this win.
So I see that we both see it as a big game. And with this being a big game, I want to touch a little bit on some of our keys to the Knicks actually pulling out this win. And my key is the team has to go out there and make sure that this game operates at the style of play and at the pace that we want it to. Because if you look at both teams have different play styles. So it's going to come down who's able to dominate the game and force the other team to play at their pace. Because if you look at the Warriors, they're what, number one or number two in pace, if I'm not mistaken. And then if you look at
Yeah.
The Knicks, they're last in pace. So if we get into the game where we're running up and down with the Warriors, that is not a game that we're going to win. So we're going to have to slow the game down, make sure it's one of those bruising type of games because we know the Warriors, for the most part, have been a finesse type of team. So let's get physical with them and let's slow the game down and minimize their possessions so we can limit some of the shots that they are able to take and Steph going off and getting a bunch of shots up at the basket.
Yeah, and that's a great key to the game because it leads to my key to the game, um, which in order for us to control pace, we're gonna need to rebound the basketball. And so it's for Knicks for the Knicks is going to be a common theme without Mitchell Robinson. I've said this a few times already in terms of my keys to the game is rebounding. And so the first time we've played the Warriors, we out rebounded them 55 to 46. And so we have to out rebound this team. It will be one of the keys to control the pace. And you don't want to you want to limit second chance opportunities to a team that can be as explosive as the Golden State Warriors. So the Knicks are fourth in the league in rebounds, and we need to continue to live up to that ranking. And so that is a big, big key tonight. They have some players coming back, and so we need to continue to be strong on the boards.
Yeah, and of those players coming back, you kind of led me right into some of my concerns because if you look, like we mentioned before, Steph is going to be coming back from that illness, or he was quote unquote under the weather. He practiced Monday with the Warriors, and you also saw Wiseman and Looney practice with the Warriors as well on Monday. I know they're listed as questionable, but us as Knicks fans, we should expect all three of those players to play. And to look to counter your point, or not to counter your point, but just to say a reason I probably feel the same way is because Looney and Wiseman are both coming back. Those are two of the three that are coming back, and they are going to make things a lot difficult for us when it comes to rebounding. Those are their bigs, and those were two players that they kind of struggled when it comes to their interior presence without them on the court. And now that they're going to get them back and be a team that's much more healthy, we have to continue to, like you say, make sure we dominate on the boards and we don't allow them to get crazy and to do what Cat kind of did to us in the fourth quarter, where he was just dominant both in the paint with rebounds and scoring. So Wiseman right now is their second leading rebounder, and if I'm not mistaken, Looney is either fourth or fifth, and Looney's fourth or fifth, and he's only averaging I think 14 or 15 minutes per game. So we got to make sure that we keep these guys off the backboard. So it's going to be up, I mean, off the glass. So it's going to be up to Nerlens Noel and also Taj Gibson. And I have some faith in Noel, but Taj, it's a little questionable. You know?
Yeah, yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to see also how Steve Kerr plays his big man, because on a normal basis you would think he would ease him in, but understanding that Mitchell Robinson's out, he may come in and Wiseman and Looney may get a little bit more minutes as their first game back just to win the rebounding battle. And so for me, the biggest concern for me in this game is just the Knicks. They've been rated a top defense in the league. It's going to be put to the test tonight. And the system, the way the system that the Warriors play is a concern for me, because just, hey, Warriors fans, you know we've had a tendency of leaving open threes, and so we've gotten a little bit lucky with teams missing open 3-point opportunities, but this is not the team to leave open for three, especially when you have some of the shooters. Kelly Oubre has played a lot better as of late, and you have Steph Curry on that team. And so, that is going to be a big concern for me. We're going to have to, fight through picks, make sure that we are sound and precise on our rotations. And this is going to be a game where we're going to need the whole team to be on point on defense.
JD, I kind of feel like you're looking at my notes here because right here, my player.
Maybe you're looking at mines.
Okay. Right now, my player to watch was Draymond Green, and for all of the points that you kind of
Okay.
pointed out, when it comes to them being able to have a free flowing system, able to find the open shooters and be deadly from three. Because right now, Draymond Green is leading the team in assists. I know most people, they look at teams and they expect the point guard to really be the one setting people up. But on this team, it's Draymond. The offense runs through Draymond, and he's averaging 8.1 assists for the season. And I think right now the Warriors, I think they lead the league in assists at 27.7. So
They
we
do.
we have to stop Draymond and not allow him to pick us apart. Draymond is one of those rare bigs, similar to Julius Randle, that can get the rebound. Another, to your point earlier, he can get the rebound and then he can push it. And to my point, there goes your pace. So we have to make sure that we are not allowing Draymond Green to be triple double Draymond. We need Draymond to be regular triple single.
Like Charles Barkley, huh?
Yeah.
Like he says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great player to watch on your end. It's gonna be interesting to see, because Draymond Green, picks apart defenses that don't rotate. And so, that's definitely a concern for me as well. My player to watch is going to be Kelly Oubre Jr. And the reason is last game against the Knicks, Kelly Oubre shot 2 for 11 from the field, 0 for 4 from three, and he only had 7 points. However, as of late, he's averaged almost 25 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals in his last 3 games. He's shooting 54% from the field, and on 22 3-point attempts in the last 3 games, he shot 50%. And so, in spite of an early 40-point game that he had earlier this season, this is his best stretch in terms of consistent consecutive games that he's had all season. I'm sure Warriors fans are excited about that. But for us, Knicks fans, and for the Knicks, this is a player to watch because he's starting to hit his stride. And then to your point, Draymond Green, we'll definitely look to get to find him open on the perimeter and near the basket for easy shots. So, I hope that, he doesn't continue his stretch tonight at the Garden.
I bet you a bunch of people are watching this video and they're trying to figure out why was Steph Curry only mentioned once or twice.
Listen, man, I don't want to give him any bulletin board material. I'm trying to, we Knicks fans, man, we know the pain. I try to go a full, video without mentioning him. He should have been a Knick. And so, Warriors fans, you guys know very well that we are still living the pain of one pick away from being a New York Knick. And of course, we drafted Jordan Hill. So, you know how that went. Yep. And so, but, I am actually going to mention him in my prediction. So, what is your prediction to the game, Quis?
My prediction, well, we know the Warriors give up a decent amount of points. How much are they giving up? 113, 112, something in that ballpark?
Yep.
So I'm expecting the Knicks to go out there and score pretty efficiently again. So we had similar success against the Timberwolves, another team that gave up a lot of points. So I'm expecting us to go out there and have the same, I won't say results, but we should be decent when it comes to scoring the ball. I know the Warriors have gotten a lot better playing defense than they did last year, but I'm still expecting us to go out there and secure the W. I'm expecting us to go out there. We should win, 114, 107? That's my prediction.
You ready for my prediction?
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know if Knicks fans are ready for my prediction. Listen, part of what we do here, is we try to be objective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the NBA is a game of ebbs and flows, right? It's just one of those things where, listen, we beat the Magic earlier, and what happened the last game? They beat us. This is just the NBA. Sometimes, the Warriors are looking to get revenge because, we won in Golden State. Stephen Curry, this is his stage. Don't think he doesn't know that the fans are coming back today. His team is on a 2-game losing streak. He's the best player on their team. And this is the quintessential game for him to get his team back on track, carry the team. And so I think this is going to be I hope I am wrong. Knicks Nation, forgive me. I hope I am wrong. I am praying that I am wrong. I want us to win. But if I'm going to be objective, I have the Knicks losing a tough 113-102 game. I have it as 113 just because I think in the last, few seconds, we're going to foul and get those free throws, and that's what gets the score to go up a little bit. But I think it will be a tight game to the end. We have trouble scoring, so I have us scoring 102 points. I have the Golden State Warriors pulling out the tough victory. This is a must-win for them.
You kind of threw me through a loop there. You was like, it's a good thing you threw that disclaimer at the end because I'm like, it's going to be a tough game and we're going to lose 113-102. But I feel you. I understand. I know how those NBA games are.
I'm not gonna get on Twitter after this one. But I can't wait for the game. I hope we win, man.
I can't wait for the game either. So we'll wrap it up there. Now that you guys have our predictions, let us know down in the comments. What do you think? Who do you think will win? Do you agree with me and think the Knicks are going to come out victorious, Or do you agree with JD and think that the Warriors are going to win? If you like videos like this, just make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. That way you're notified whenever we do drop a new video. So, once again, this is the Knicks Report. I'm your host, Quis, joined as always by my co host, JD. And we're out.